Welcome back, guys. This is Zzar, and it is also the secret world. And this is, as far as my plan is anyway, the final episode from the beta, at least, as far as I'm concerned. Because I'm realizing I'm not going to get anywhere else than the first zone. So we're gonna touch into a few subjects here and sort of review it a little bit, although I haven't made any notes or anything, so it's just gonna be me talking as it always is. But this looked so much nicer in here than it has been for the couple of episodes, the last few episodes. So I wanted to share that with you. A nice house. And I know that there are zones in this game that isn't dark and sad and horrible. I did discover something in the previous episode, or after the previous episode, because that episode was just thick fog for anywhere. I could see like 3.5, 4 meters, and outside of that it was just fog. So I was kind of almost giving up at that point, because that wasn't fun to play when you can't see that like ahead of you at all. I don't know what setting it is that I had clicked, but apparently no one else had it, so I restarted the game and it was good again. Not sure what that was. I've upped the settings of the game now to maximum, as you might be able to see by comparison from my previous videos. Looks a little better now. And we're here in an instance again. We've done one of the instances before, and we'll have a look at that. Not sure really if it is of any importance. It's okay, a picture. It's part of an ongoing quest chain where I had to go in here, but I don't think it's going to be any fighting here. Oh, okay, some more computer stuff. So yeah, as we are summarizing, one of the things that I have been impressed by the game is, and I mentioned it in a couple of episodes already, what the engine is capable of. Not necessarily graphically, although the graphics is fine, but features that we haven't seen before. Like, for instance, this, that you have like a terminal inside of the game, and I can't remember all the other things that you can do, but this I think is pretty cool. This could be used for many things. Just the fact that you have this tier, and I mean, it's not really that complicated to make, but as they have made it into something more than just a chat function, I think they can use it for quite a few things. Another thing is the fact that you can, like, you get tutorial videos in the game and you can pause those videos in the game as well. And I've seen some examples of it. I can't really take them all here, but go back and see some of my other videos and you will notice them. So let's see here. Case database. Something. Hint. Music of the seasons. Another hint. 1, 7, 2, 3. What? Music of the seasons, maybe from 1723. Is it like, did they? Oh yeah, another thing. There was what is it? There was a button where you could, yeah. So this is pretty cool. So you can get Google in here. Music of the seasons. Oh, okay. The Four Seasons. Okay. By Vivaldi. Oh. Please enter your okay. The Four Seasons. I feel like I'm playing Larry. Ah, yes. So yeah, so that's the other thing. The quests. There are some kind of well, there are collecting quests and all sorts of what should we say? Um, Normal quests. They also have the twists to them that you have, for instance, this here kind of thing, where you have to uh, guess a little bit or actually investigate. It's more like a puzzle, some of them, and I appreciate it. It might be tedious after a while, I guess, because like you can't really. Very few of the quests I've had so far um, is quests that you can just mindlessly run around and kill X amount of some things. Although there are those as well, but yeah. We have a lot of different styles of quests, and there's a couple of episodes. I think it would be maybe 6, episode 5 and 6 or so. I can't really remember where we go through many of those. So I would recommend for that you go back and check those for some examples on episodes. But generally speaking, it's just throughout the series, seeing as this is a genuine first reaction impression video series. And well, so let's complete this thing. Okay, so I just examine them. I don't want to, well, I don't really want to read them. Ah, cool. I have to find those two guys. Everything is marked, or most quests are marked with these arrows on the map. Well, not map necessarily, but loading a bit. And we're back out. As you can see, I got rid of that fog now. It was actually marking the door, it seems. And yeah, regarding the quests, as you can see, you can swap between the quests up here. There are different types of quests again. This one here seems to be like the main quests of the area. I haven't progressed that until now because I didn't really figure out how until I read a bit on the forums to get a tip. So I was always on stage 2 there until, like, for all these episodes, only been doing those pickup quests that you find around on the ground, which will be something like this. You'll find like a cassette or something on the ground, or a PDA or cell phone or something with something on it, or a severed head or a bone or something that gives you a quest. Then you also have something like this, which is like information gathering, which could, for instance, involve like that computer from earlier. And then there are pickup quests and delivery quests and many varieties of quests. I like it. I really do. Something we learned earlier is that stepping on cars triggers the alarm, which makes zombies come and attack us. Okay, let's put in. And I've only got to try hammers. We've crafted a bit at the end of the last episode, so we figured out how that works. It's more or less like Minecraft, actually, how you craft there, in that you more or less you shape an item out of various materials. So that's an interesting take on it. It's more advanced so than Minecraft is, though, but they did take that system. We've seen a bunch of different types of mobs. The graphics are pretty good, the mobs are good. It's been an overload of zombies thus far since we're in the zombie area. Wish I could have got to see something more than that, but yeah, we didn't. But we will in the next beta. And I'm reasonably certain I will hang around for the next beta weekend, whenever that comes. I am. Because the videos we've been doing this time has been first impression videos, as I've mentioned multiple times. It's me playing and figuring things out as we go. Next time I might want to figure out things more specifically and make, like, not really guides maybe, but informative videos on specific subjects. I'm not sure yet, but that is the plan. How do I get in there? So that's probably what we'll be doing in the next event. Something that I am curious about that we haven't got any answers to is group content in the game, because I'm not really sure what level I am now. As you can see, I must be C is the character screen. It doesn't tell me really, or I might just be missing it. It doesn't really tell me what level I am. Dressing room. I haven't found a single piece of clothing after the character creation. But at any rate, we've played for quite a bit, and I've yet to come across anything that requires or is group content. Not even like a two-man team. But I'm really curious, how do I get in here now? Maybe I have to run around to the other side. So that I find a little bit strange. Cause I'm not sure if anyone of you played like Champions Online, which was a game that fascinated me in many respects, except it was a single-player game that took place online. Some would say that Star Wars: The Old Republic is the same thing, but not as much as Champions Online, I can tell you that. I'm afraid of those games, because I don't... Like, you can get better adventure games offline. If that's what you're after, or RPGs, I mean. Here's our guy. The reason, I can't speak for everyone, but the reason I play an online game is because I want to play with other people. Not just grouping necessarily, but I want to have a community feeling. And, you know, if I get good at something, I want to show that off. If I find a cool item, I want to show that off. I want to be able to PvP a little bit, although that's not my main priority. But I like to do it every now and then. And if there is a shortage of group content, that would be a downer for me. But again, I can't really say because I don't know. Okay, so we found that guy. Now we can find the next one. What else? What else? Well, I'm not entirely satisfied with the series, although it does what it set out to do, namely show the gameplay as it appears to me for the first time, which I presume is how more or less it would appear to other people as well playing it for the first time. And yeah, showcases it, if you know, for people that just want to see gameplay rather than a summary of gameplay and want to just explore the game. That's what I want to do with these videos. That's why I make them this way. So that's not for everyone, not everyone likes it, but if that's what someone is after, then this is where they can find it. The reason though that I'm not entirely satisfied is because I wish I had been able to touch into more subjects in some more detail, but the game hasn't really allowed me to do that. For instance, I would like to have explored anything group related if there is such a thing, and I would guess that there is really. I would have liked to see more of the crafting part. I would have liked to been introduced to more of the mechanics earlier in the game. Of course, one thing you can never say is, or never really know, is whether you know, the end game content. End game is something I'm really curious about, but not even a hint of what the grouping is like. That is less than optimal. Now, what's going on here? Well, there's a trace of slime over here to this sewer, so I guess we're going down there. Solo instance. Why not? It's rather dark here. You know what we're going to do before we do this, because this feels like we're going to fight something. And I know it's a dark here, but that's not going to matter, because if you look at this, I have a bunch of points saved up for the occasion. So that we can buy a lot of skills. And I've been focusing on the hammer. How much do I have? I have 11. And that's just enough to get these... yeah, both of these last ones here for the hammer. The passive, which I'm going to take, hard impact. It's a passive that gives me 10% more damage with the hammer. There we go. And shockwave, the last one of the defensive part of the hammer skills. We can go through this a little bit as well, but we have an episode where we explore this pretty well, and also one of the first episodes that explores all the different weapons. So go back, there's a playlist specifically for this testing, or for this beta weekend, so you can go and check that on my channel, Observer. So shockwave as well. And what is that? That is a column attack that deals, what is it? 93 physical damage. Affected targets also become impaired and knocked to the ground for 3 seconds. Now that sounds practical. Is it a... I guess I will have to have something there to activate it, but yeah. Okay, so we have that now. We have the final skill, and that's a pretty good achievement for the final episode, I think. Also, we have the SP system, which I should now have enough to take no, that is the damage part of the hammer skills. I will take the next one for survivability. There we go. Thick skin again, and this thick skin gives us even more as well, more survivability. And I'm not going to summarize this because we have an episode that goes through exactly what all of these does, like how they have like sub parts of it. It's an interesting system, I have to say. I have enough for this too, so we'll take that. So I have more damage, more survivability when using a hammer, or maybe always, I don't know really. So let's go into here. Not sure if that is... I can use this straight out, because when you wear a hammer you have this to... you have built up these skills that require a sort of a momentum to begin with. You have them built up by default, and then they recharge during combat. It's like opposite of rage. Let's try that one. Well, that didn't knock her down though, it was supposed to. Let's take her. Okay. Stonewall. Heal up with my blood magic and smack away. It's very dark in here. Very, very dark. Come on, come on. There we got a knockdown on her. Excellent. Alright. If this is the only video you're ever going to watch before possibly playing the game... yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, then one thing that annoyed me to begin with was looting. So, to loot things, those boxes that pop up after you kill things, press V. Simple as that. Because you can loot them by clicking on them too, but they're very, very hard to hit. So I'll have just saved you there a few minutes of looking around on the interface to find it, and other things. And regarding the interface, that's also something we've figured out. Or not so much the interface, but the menu system. It's huge. You have a lot of options. You have a lot of options. I'm not going to go through that again, because... oh, there's no map here. I'm supposed to find someone and nothing is pointing me to where. And I'm suspecting these guys are too hard for me, but... Yeah, we'll run around here. Probably get lost. Yeah. What was I going on about? Yeah, you have like options in the game, implemented in the game already, that allows you to, for instance, record video, and you have short keys for 2 different video formats that you can choose to record as. I haven't tried it myself, as I'm using Fraps to record, and I have everything set the way I want there, so I don't want to mess with that. But those are good options, and yeah. What should we say? Generally speaking, are we impressed with the game or not? Well, I'm intrigued. I'll say that much. Oh, okay. We'll talk more about that after this fight. There's 2 of these guys. That might be too much for me. At least I managed to knock down one of them. I have this wall here. Okay. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. We can make it. Okay. Alright. Now that looks interesting, and he thought I looked interesting as well, it seems. What is that? A troll? Or a Draug broodmother? Oh, uh-oh. I might have to... This could get rough. I'm seeing if I can dodge anything here, but... It would appear not. Uh-oh, this is probably the hardest fight I've tried to complete so far. I need to knock down that thing, yes. And then get a few hits in while it's down. And finish it with the knockdown. No, we don't have knockdown. Oh. Whew, we made it. Close one. And it just got brighter down here. But sadly enough, that doesn't seem to be the objective of this quest. Joe Slater we're after. No idea where he is. I probably missed him just chatting. So I'll be looking around for him a bit and we'll continue from there. And we found him.
Look on your face says even my good side is worse for wear. I've been trying not to think about changing. Like it could all be a bad dream I ain't woken up from. Nightmares. All nightmares. Since that storm blew us off course. Off the compass. Off the map. We didn't tell anyone about the shit we saw. About dead ships all caught up in red weed as far as you could see. About the things moving in the fog. In the water. About what we saw beneath it all. Deep into the abyss. Or what I found there. In that dungeon darkness, it shone like a signal flare. Like something fallen down from heaven above, you understand? A blade made of pure light. A thing of terrible beauty. I could hear its siren song, just calling me. Last I remember was the Creed boys hollering as I took a hold of it. Sure, it took a hold of me. I wasn't strong enough, I know that now. They told me it pushed back the fog and the waves while I was out cold. Told me it saved us. It didn't save us. That thing brought the fog back to Kingsmouth. I brought the fog back to Kingsmouth. And I still hear that silent song. I know you hear it too. You could find it. You could stop that awful noise. Put that burning brightness back where it belongs. In the deep, in the dark. I wonder what would have happened if I never left that Red Sea. Maybe Joe Slater never did. And all this is just some pitch dark dreaming.
And that's what's going on. Use the siren song and follow it. How do I use the siren song? We have a journal that explains things a little more in detail. This is the wrong mission though. No, it does not. Tier 6 I'm on. Ah, I have the siren song in my inventory. We'll follow that then. Yeah, you'd want to follow that song, won't you? I would. And well, it disappeared. I still have it. Strangely calming, this effect. I don't even feel like talking now. Ruin the mood for you guys. But I guess I have to. As we run along here, in our last episode for this beta... Okay, I'm not going to make this a sad thing. So what do we think of the... Oh, never mind. Well, there are some monstrosities we can still run into, I guess. Hey, what happened to the siren song? Oh, I have to use it again. Come on, siren song. There we go. Yeah. What do we think of the game? It's enough for me to test it further. That's all I can say, really. Because generally speaking, I'm very skeptical to new games. Because I've played so many games and they... or online games specifically, and many of them have given me a... interest me to begin with. And then sort of fails later on. And I'm aware that, you know, it's hard to avoid that. I'm just naturally skeptical to it now. And I don't wanna, like, the reason I do these videos the way I do them is because I'll leave that in your hands to decide whether it's something you want to try or not. Because for me, I will be trying it more in the next beta event. I'm not convinced I will play it, because as many interesting features as it has and as different as it is, I'm not decided on whether I think it's fun, like really fun to play or not. That I don't know yet. That is hard to say. It's intriguing, but is it fun? I'll have to make that up. Or make that out. How do we get in here? Okay, I think we have to go around maybe. That was the only road? Well, I can't get through here. Try to push this thing. Oh no, that's the dynamite. I should probably not click that. There's usually a trick to it somewhere. Like a lever or button somewhere. I'll find it. Okay, so I follow my usual tactics of running through it once, disable it by doing that, and then having enough health to run through it again before it could recharge. So that worked. I'm sure there's another way you're supposed to do it. But I want to see where this goes. Ooh. Hup. Yeah, there was a laser there as well. Luckily I've been through one of these laser dungeons before. So... yeah. Well... these are usually... or I would guess this is triggered harder than the other ones. Let's put on some shield and whatnot. And run. Yeah. Okay, we got through. More siren songs. Was this it? This table here, maybe? This map? Ah. Video.
Finally silenced the incessant noise and moved it to a safer place.
So where did...
Away from here. I'm not in a sharing mood, Cassandra, and the moaning isn't helping.
That's not what you said last night. Oh, baby, I thought we had something. Something magic. Black as space and red as blood.
This is so very far beyond you, little girl.
Fuck off. I've seen the beyond, and I'm a fast learner. I'm ready for more than this. Give me something. Let me in. Let me do what I'm good at.
What? Getting the boys to sign over their lives for a snog? I'll tell you what you can do. We're spreading an idea, but that idea won't take hold without carriers. You keep spreading those long legs of yours to recruit more foot soldiers.
Be still, my beating heart. Here's what I don't get, Beaumont. You have what you've been looking for. Your precious magic sword. You control the armies of the living dead. You pretty much own this island. So the question is, why the sour face? I mean, what is it that you're missing something, right? Now this is interesting. Your treasure, your precious. You can't use it, can you? I mean, the spirit is willing, but the flesh... oh my, the flesh is limp.
Watch it, little girl. You have no idea what...
What? What?
You want to know what this is really about, Cassie, dear, when it all comes down to it? Change. Evolution. A new dawn. The world tree will shake. The sun will turn black, and the gods themselves will fall. We are rebooting the world.
That's the thing, isn't it? What everyone talks about. It's the big headline. The dawning of a new age, right? Tokyo. The endless night. I like it. there's poetry to it. And oh, does it suit you, the evil sorcerer thing. It's sexy.
The answer is in the archives somewhere. It has to be. They knew about it, the gateway to the black heart of the island. I had the key, but that lock. That lock is the fucking thing.
Wait, didn't you say that the lock...
I've been around long enough to recognize the flavor of the day, Cassie. You're it.
Oh, really? So that's it. That's how you repay me, you piece of shit. No more. Take one last good look at what you're missing. Lover boy.
Useless bitch. The Illuminati. And their bloody labyrinths.
Well, if that doesn't leave you curious for more, I don't know what will. But this is the last episode for now. So I hope you've enjoyed some gameplay video throughout this series, and I will continue doing them in the next beta event. I'm also always doing beta tests and game tests generally, so keep checking my channel for more such as this. It will be more or less the same style. Have a good one, basically. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.